Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel. If you are here, you are probably looking to improve your English skills. And guess what? You've come to the right place. Today, I'm sharing some powerful tips and tricks that will help you improve your English speaking, understanding, and writing skills step by step. Whether you are a beginner or just looking to sharpen your existing skills, these strategies are perfect for taking your English to the next level. So, grab a notebook, and let's get started. Tip number 1. Listen, listen, and listen. The more you expose yourself to English, the better you'll get. It doesn't have to feel like a chore. Start with things you genuinely enjoy. Find podcasts that interest you. Watch movies in English, listen to English songs, or tune into news channels like BBC or CNN. Here's a trick. Focus not just on understanding every single word, but on the overall message. Get used to the sounds, the intonation, and the rhythm of the language. You'll be amazed at how much you absorb over time, even without realizing it. To make it even more effective, try listening actively, pause and repeat phrases, or write down new expressions you hear. If you are a beginner, choose content with subtitles so that you can follow along easily. Tip number 2. Speak without fear. One of the biggest obstacles to improving your spoken English is the fear of making mistakes. I know, it can feel intimidating to speak in front of others, especially if you are worried about pronunciation or grammar. But here's the truth, making mistakes is an essential part of learning. Every fluent speaker you know once struggled and made mistakes. Challenge yourself to speak, even if it's just to yourself. You could describe your day aloud, practice answering common questions, or narrate what you are doing. Another helpful technique is shadowing. Listen to native speakers and try to imitate their pronunciation and rhythm immediately after. The more you practice, the more confident and natural you'll become. Tip number 3. Expand your vocabulary every day. Building a rich vocabulary will make a big difference in your ability to express yourself clearly and effectively. Set a daily goal to learn 5 to 10 new words, but don't stop there. Learn how to use them in context. For example, if you learn the word serendipity, don't just memorize the definition. Write a few sentences using it. Or relate it to a real-life situation. Use vocabulary apps like Anki, Memrise, or Quizlet to help you learn and review new words. Reading is also an excellent way to expand your vocabulary. When you come across an unfamiliar word, make a note of it, look it up, and try using it in a conversation or in writing. Tip number 4. Start thinking in English. This is a game changer for improving fluency. Often, learners tend to think in their native language first and then translate into English. This process takes time and can lead to awkward phrasing. Instead, train yourself to think directly in English. Start with simple thoughts like, I'm hungry. I should make breakfast, or, today, I need to finish my work. It might feel challenging at first, but over time, this habit will help you become more fluent. You can also try describing things around you in English, like, the sky is clear today, or, I see a red car passing by. The more you do this, the quicker your brain will adapt. Tip number 5. Find a practice partner. Practicing with someone else can be incredibly effective. If you don't have a friend who speaks English, don't worry. There are many language exchange apps like Tandem or HelloTalk where you can connect with native English speakers who are interested in learning your language in return. Having regular conversations will help you practice new vocabulary, improve your pronunciation, and get real-time feedback. If you are shy, start with text messages and then move on to voice or video calls as you get more comfortable. The key is to make it a habit. Even just 10 to 15 minutes of conversation practice a day can have a big impact over time. Tip number 6. Read and write in English every day. Reading not only helps you learn new words, but also shows you how sentences are formed and how native speakers use the language naturally. Start with materials that match your level, children's books, blogs, or news articles. Gradually move on to more challenging content as you progress. Writing, on the other hand, is a great way to reinforce what you've learned. Keep a journal and write about your day, your thoughts, or even short stories. Writing will help you organize your thoughts in English and identify areas where you need improvement. You could also try joining online forums or writing a blog where you share your experiences. It's a great way to get feedback and motivation from others. Tip number 7. Incorporate English into your daily life as much as possible. Change your phone's language settings to English, label objects around your house with their English names, or set reminders in English. When you search for something on the internet, do it in English. The idea is to immerse yourself in the language so that it becomes part of your everyday routine. The more you surround yourself with English, the more natural it will feel, and the faster you'll learn. Tip number 8. Take advantage of online resources and apps. We live in an amazing time where you can learn a language from the comfort of your home. Use platforms like YouTube for lessons on grammar, pronunciation, and even slang. Apps like Duolingo, Babbel, and Rosetta Stone make learning interactive and fun. You can also try watching TED Talks or following English teachers on Instagram and TikTok. They often share bite-sized lessons that are easy to understand and remember. Don't forget about language learning websites like Coursera or Udemy, which offer structured courses if you prefer a more guided approach. Tip number 9. Imitate native speakers. This technique, called shadowing, is incredibly effective for improving pronunciation and fluency. Watch videos of native speakers, this could be interviews, vlogs, or any kind of speech, and repeat what they say, trying to match their pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. By mimicking native speakers, you'll learn to speak more naturally and with better pronunciation. Don't worry if you don't get it perfect. This is about training your ear and mouth to get used to the sounds of English. Tip number 10. Set clear goals and track your progress. Learning a language can feel overwhelming. So break it down into smaller, achievable goals. It could be something like, learn 50 new words this month, or have a 5-minute conversation in English without stopping. Write down your goals and track your progress. Seeing how far you've come will keep you motivated. Celebrate your milestones, no matter how small, because every step forward brings you closer to fluency. So there you have it, my top 10 tips for improving your English. Remember, learning a language takes time, patience, and a lot of practice. But with dedication and the right strategies, you can make steady progress and become a confident English speaker. Don't forget, it's not about being perfect. It's about communicating effectively and learning along the way. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Also, I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite way to practice English? Share it in the comments below, and let's learn from each other. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep practicing, stay motivated, and enjoy your English learning journey.